Yo, what's going on out there, fight world? This your boy Money back with another one, found. And this one here is on two future Hall of Famers and a big dog in this fight game. We have Jaron Ennis, one of the up and coming rising superstars at the welterweight division, who making his name and his bones present at the welterweight division. Then we have Terrence T-Boy Crawford, a three-division world champion, a former undisputed world champion, a current WO welterweight world champion. And then we have that killer, Errol the True Spence Jr., the king of the welterweight division, the WBC, the IBF, and the Super WBA unified world champion. Now, we all seen the news that came out that was rumored, and speculation that Errol Spence was to take on Keith one-time Thurman, and that they finalizing the deal, right, at 154 pounds. No, and everybody got their opinions. Now, Jaron Ennis came out and said this. He said, I feel like if he's fighting Keith Thurman at 54, he's not going to come back down, said Ennis. He said, I feel like he's getting older now, and I guess he's going to move up. I doubt if he's fighting at 54, he's going to come all the way back down to fight me or Bud. I feel like he's going to stay at 54, right? I don't think so. You understand? And I think Errol Spence got a big surprise for Jaron Ennis and for Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, EJ has 60 days after the Keith Thurman fight, if it's at 154, to make the fight happen with Terrence Bud Crawford. And I think he's going to do it. You dig me? He want to be undisputed at 147. Now, Boots, you know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying, bro. I understand what you're saying. It's like, what do we have to prove now at 47 when he went up to fight at 54? Now, you young, you understand? And I know you can make the weight, and even though you're a big dog, right, for us, not just at the welterweight division, you might can fight at 54, fight at 60, because you're starting off at 147 pounds. But we know you can make the weight and you can get it off. When you're younger, the weight come off easy. And we know what you're saying about Errol Spence being up there 32 years of age. The weight don't come off as easy. You feel me? So I understand the logic that you're saying, my brother, right? And you could be right. I'm not going to knock you and say you're wrong. You could be right. But Errol Spence is a different animal, Boots. You feel me? EJ is a different animal, especially when he wants something. You understand? Especially when he wants something. And Errol Spence wants to be the undisputed welterweight world champion. He's been saying that for a while now. He wants to be the undisputed welterweight world champion. And if he have an opportunity to do it, Boots, he's going to do it, bro. He's going to do it. It's up to this dude right here to just accept the damn challenge. That's what it's going to come down to. Terrence Crawford accepting the challenge if Errol Spence come back down to 47 and sit at the table with his ass. And if he don't just beat him around the bush and try to go out there and make it difficult like he did the first time around when he got everything he asked for, right? And he still ran out the back door. You understand? He still ran out the back door. So Errol Spence is going to surprise Terrence Crawford and come right back down to 47. You dig me? Come right back down to 47 and say, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I told you I was spinning the block. Yeah, you thought it was a game. You said you was ready for me to spin the block. Ain't that what you said, Terrence Bud Crawford? You just let Errol Spence know that you're ready for him to spin the block? Oh, yeah, he ain't got to tell you when he go spin the block, but he coming back. He's coming back. So don't use no excuses, bud. Don't try to make it as if, I wanted to fight him before Keith Thurman, and he didn't want to fight me, so I'm going to fight somebody else. No, because you can go fight somebody else right now while Errol Spence is fit to fight Keith Thurman in April, right? Like I said, rumored and speculations that he's fighting Keith one-time Thurman in April. In April. You fought in December, right? Because you wanted to fight last year so bad. I wanted to fight at the end of the year so bad. Even though Steven Espinoza said you didn't have to, but you wanted to. And you can do what you want to do. You understand? So you can go have a fight April, May, or June. You feel me? Come back, see Errol Spence in the fall time or the winter time. You can get it right back in December. So don't try to use that, I wanted to fight him before he fought Keith Thurman-ish, as an excuse this time, boy. Don't use that as an excuse. You understand? Because you look for 1,000 excuses to get away from Errol Spence. And then when the coast is clear, you'll come out and make it as if you want to see him inside that square circle when we know it ain't true. Yeah, we know it ain't true. You understand what I'm saying? So now that EJ is fit to get a fight in, at 54, he petitioned to the sanctioning bodies not to take his titles away from him. You understand? To let them know that, look, I'm going to fight Keith Thurman, but it'll be at 54. I'm not fit to break my back to make 147 for this dude who I don't want to fight for real. You understand? Who I don't want to fight for real. But because of business, I'll make it happen. Because of business, I'll make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? So to everybody out there that keep trying to use, or Earl Spence said he'll never fight Keith Thurman again. He said this, man, listen, it's business now. It's business now. Period. If that's what y'all try to hold over his head and all that bull crap, oh well. He'll fight him at 54. And if it's going down at 54, nobody shouldn't say nothing. Nobody shouldn't say nothing. The only thing they should be saying is, Errol Spence, don't lose. Don't lose. And after that, show us that you go fight Turnbull Crawford at 47. You understand what I'm saying? Show us that you coming back down to 147 pounds to get it on with Turnbull Crawford like you saying you are. Like you saying you are. You know what I mean? Now, what Jaron Boots Ennis is saying, like I say, could have some validity to it. We know Errol Spence is 32 years of age. We know Errol said out his mouth plenty of times he's ready to go to 54 to get it in. So if you go up there and fight Keith Thurman at 54, he feel good. And I'm talking about he annihilate Keith Thurman as at 54. You know, Errol might be like, you know what? He ain't even worked 47, bro. He ain't even worked it. The dude fucked us over one time. He might do it again. You feel me? I'm feeling good at 54. I'm ready to show these boys I'm even better up here. And I'm going to go ahead and become world champion and possibly become undisputed at 154 pounds and then go be undisputed at 160 pounds, making my mark in this boxing game, coming a Hall of Famer, and then call it quits after that. Oh, yeah, and possibly, you dig? If Canelo just stay at 68, don't go back up to 75, stay at 68, me and Canelo might get it on at 164, 165, and one of the biggest fights in boxing, and that can break some records. Yeah. So to all you cats that's talking about Terrence Crawford is Errol Spence's biggest fight is this. Negative. Errol Spence's biggest fight is Canelo Alvarez. That bad motherfucker Canelo Alvarez. And it's going to be one hell of a fight. So to Jaron Boots Ennis, nah, EJ ain't ducking nothing. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't ducking nothing. And that boy will come back down if he say he go do it. If Errol Spence say he go do something, he go do it, bro. Mark my words. If Errol Spence say he coming back down to 47 to see Turnbull Crawford, Errol Spence is going to do it. He's going to do it. Because that man is a man of his word. At the end of the day. And he know how big that fight is for boxing. And he understand that fight solidified his Hall of Fame career right off the back. If he could take Turnbull Crawford out, get that last scrap and become undisputed. You feel me? It catapult his career. It make him a superstar. And it helps catapult him to become the face of boxing, just like Gervonta Davis is in the running. We know Canelo is still the face of boxing right now, whether y'all want to admit it or not. But it put Errol Spence and Gervonta Tank Davis in the right position to becoming the face of boxing by beating top shotters and snatching them scraps to become undisputed. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, y'all, yeah, I think Errol Spence is going to surprise Jaron Boots Ennis and Terrence Crawford, because I know Terrence Crawford, he looking at it like, oh man, that dude gone too, bro. He don't want to fight me. He don't want to see me. So guess what now? I can try to collect these other belts fighting these other guys. And I ain't got to fight Errol Spence. And I can try to use him and say that he ducked me his entire career. He didn't want to fight me, so I can use that going forward. That's all it seems like Terrence Crawford trying to do. Use that going forward to try to, clear his name of why him and Errol Spence didn't fight, bro. And that's a sucker move in my opinion. A straight sucker move. You know what I mean? So if y'all people looking at Errol Spence and think he fight Keith Thurman at 54, just to be fight Keith Thurman at 54, negative, bro. Negative. He not fit to waste his time making 147 for Keith Thurman when he said I only got 2 fights left at 47. That's what your Dennis Ugas and Turnbull Crawford. Keith Thurman wasn't in my plan. So now if I'm going to fight him for business, yeah, we can do it at 54, bro. We can do it at 54. And if Keith Thurman accepted, nobody should say nothing. Nobody should say nothing. You understand? Just like when Terrence Crawford said he accepted everything to fight Errol Spence, nobody should have said nothing, but Terrence Crawford should have signed that contract. That's it, that's all. He should have signed the contract. But we know he didn't want to do that. He ducked out and went and fought David Albanesian for, a easy little bag, which it is what it is. He got his money. But don't come out and say Errol Spence didn't want to fight. You didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? And J.E., Jaron Ennis, watch what I tell you, champ. Watch what I tell you. When Errol Spence come back down, once he put that contract on the table for Turnbull Crawford, I just want you to say, EJ, you the man. Shouts out to you, and I was wrong. You understand? Y'all respect Errol Spence for a reason. Y'all respect him for a reason, Jaron. You and your whole camp respect him. When he come back down to 47 and he put that contract on the table for Terrence Crawford, Just say, you a bad motherfucker, EJ, and I was wrong. I know I'm not going to get the fight with you, but at least you came back, gave us the biggest fight in boxing, and kept your word like a man. And there's nothing nobody can do about that. Shouts out to EJ, man, for being a trail one. Mark my words, y'all. When you finish body bagging Keith Thurman, he coming back for Terrence Crawford. It's up to Terrence Crawford to accept the contract and make the fight happen. If he don't, yes, Errol Spence will stay at 54 then. I repeat, if Terrence Crawford don't sign a contract when Errol Spence come back to 147, he don't want the smoke. He ducked Errol Spence, and Errol Spence deserves to stay at 54 and start his reign up there, just like that. Until then, it's your boy Money. It's the NSBC moving. Everybody safe in these streets. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You want to donate OG Money on Cash App. TreyHunters52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.